Impactful severe weather event now looking likely for the time frame of Monday night, tomorrow night, through Tuesday morning as we watch a very slow-moving cold front build on through, interact with the warm, humid air in place in southeast Texas and ignite a line of showers and thunderstorms that could be severe, in fact likely to be severe, bringing damaging winds, hail, a flooding threat, and even a tornado risk as well. Now, ingredient number one is going to be the warm, humid air. We've had high pressure dominating our area today. It's pushing to the east, and that's allowing an onshore flow to build in moisture. PWAT, precipitable water values, are going to be in the range of 1.5 to 2 inches. Now, what that means, it's a column of air from the surface all the way up to around 34,000 feet. When you compress that column, you squeeze out all the moisture, and you get around 1.5 to 2 inches. That's a lot of moisture to squeeze out of a column of air, and that means that heavy, tropical-like downpours are a likelihood with this. On top of it, we're going to have favorable jet dynamics overhead. A screaming jet stream out of the southwest will actually do something very interesting and concerning as we head into the overnight hours Monday into Tuesday. We've got that jet, and it starts to split overhead, leading to divergence aloft. And what that means is a void is created about 35,000 feet up, and rapidly rising air will move to replace it. Rising motion leads to very favorable conditions for torrential downpours and leads to prolonged severe thunderstorms that could, in fact, be tornadic. So seeing this is concerning for that time frame when we're watching that front build on through. Let's talk timing now. That's what everybody wants to know, how you can plan out your day tomorrow. Most of the daylight hours, we're going to be dodging isolated downpours, some thunderstorms, most of which won't be severe, but they'll be around in our general vicinity right through the afternoon. Now, as we approach the evening commute, some spotty downpours still out there. Off to the west, we'll start to see our first line of storms developing along a degenerating dry line that'll push off to the east, and notice it falls apart after we get well past sunset around 8 p.m. But we're not done. We see a secondary line begin to develop along the actual cold front that drags itself very slowly through the area overnight. Here we are at midnight Tuesday. We've got likely some severe storms in our western areas pushing off to the east very slowly, and there's another line developing with the actual front. By Tuesday morning, widespread heavy rain, severe thunderstorms likely, gusty winds, and even likely some embedded tornadoes before the whole system finally pushes off to the east slowly. By lunchtime, it should clear our area, and we'll begin to see rapidly improving conditions. So here's the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. Remember, it goes from a level 1, lowest threat, to a level 5, highest threat. The orange indicates a level 3, so right in the middle of the line there, isolated to widespread strong to severe thunderstorms are likely with strong winds, 70-mile-per-hour winds likely in some of these storms. That's a higher risk there. As we get to hail, 1 to 2 inch diameter hail is certainly a possibility. Flooding downpours, the slow movement of this front, meaning thunderstorms will likely do something called training. They'll move over the same area over and over again, leading to the flooding risk going on up. And I know it's been very dry lately, but 3-inch-an-hour rainfall rates for several hours will certainly lead to a moistening up of the ground and an overwhelming of the drainage basins. And of course, the tornado threat is rather high too. So let's talk about that. The tornado threat from the Storm Prediction Center here. The yellow areas, a 10% chance of a tornado developing in some of these strong to severe thunderstorms within 25 miles of any given point in here. When you add the hash marks that you see there, that's a significant tornado threat, meaning that tornadoes that do develop are favored to be stronger. EF2 or greater potentially in that hashed area with that 10% risk. And then, of course, we've got the wind threat too. This is up to 30% chance that any storm that develops within 25 miles of any point, will have wind gusts of over 55 miles per hour. Let's talk hail now. 1 inch diameter hail, 30% chance of that in the red area here, any given point within 25 miles. The hash marks here well off to the west, that's more likely to see 2-inch diameter hail. So a large hail, wind, and tornado threat. On top of that, the slow-moving thunderstorms leading to that flooding risk. Here's the updated flood potential for us. We've got the moderate risk here in the red favoring areas north of I-10. How much rainfall? This is just one of our computer models here. 1 to 2, 2 to 4. You can easily double or even triple some of these numbers if you get some of these slow-moving cells moving over you and staying over you for a while. So Monday's forecast expected to be windy with spotty showers early on. Showers becoming a little more numerous as we head through the day, in the low 70s by lunchtime, a few embedded thunderstorms too. But the strong to severe risk starts to go up as we head to the late afternoon into the overnight and most of Tuesday morning as well. I talked about it being windy. We are also under a wind advisory, and that's for 45-mile-per-hour gusts outside of any thunderstorms that come on through, and that's from 11 a.m. tomorrow until 7 p.m. I also do expect a flash flood watch to be issued for the same area too. There's your 7-day outlook. We've got bumpy weather tomorrow into Tuesday, but once we clear that, Wednesday onwards, a beautiful stretch of weather straight through next weekend. Temperatures below average for a few days before warming to nearly 80 by next weekend. So Xavier, just that bump in the road tomorrow. You're really going to want to stay close to the forecast, monitor any changes as we go forward here through tomorrow and Tuesday morning.
Tim, it's a big bump that a lot of people have to prepare for. All right,
absolutely.
Tim, thank you. Yep. Well, you can track the storms yourself with the KHOU 11 app, and be sure to turn on those push notifications for severe weather alerts. Just tap the gear icon and follow the notification directions from there.